All right, so we're back here for another day. Jeremy's got this thing just about wrapped up. So he's putting on the last couple touches. He's got this thing all welded in finally. He spent probably a couple hours doing that yesterday. Got the ends plated off. It's going down to get painted today. So I'm working on our 3-axle trailer. This thing's been around the block a time or two, I'm gonna say.
All the blocks.
All the blocks a time or two. So, it's also going to Grand Rapids to pick up some steel for guys. So I'm gonna go through and check out all the wheel bearings. Definitely this one here. As you can see, it's missing a hubcap. So I got one of those. Just stole one off another axle we have. It's a junk axle, but it'll work. So I'm gonna go through, check all the wheel bearings, make sure they got grease in them, check all the tire pressure, make sure it's ready to go to Grand Rapids. Is about an hour away. All right, so I got this wheel bearing all apart. I took the wheel off now, and yeah, you can see in this wheel bearing, I don't know how well you can tell, but she's toasted. The rollers are starting to fall out. You can see there's lots of gap in there. So that's not what you want to see, but anyways, I'm gonna try to see if we got some bearings in the drawer for it. Otherwise, the axle I took the hubcap off of, or this hubcap right here, I'm gonna take the bearings out of, make sure, see if they're okay, and if they are, I'm just gonna use those. All right, so as you can see, these bearings are definitely shot. The rollers aren't supposed to be like halfway falling down. This one's even worse. I think if I played with it enough, all of them would fall out. So anyways, I'm gonna see if I can find some numbers on them, which I'm not seeing anywhere. So, see what we can do. All right, so we got the spreader moved so we can get to this side. We also got this grain drill in here. So we got to do a little work to it. We got to clean it out, blow it out, make sure it's all clean. I guess one of these rows down here needs a little work or something.
What's in it?
I don't know which one. He said I'd know just by looking at it, but by looking at it, I don't see anything. And we're gonna tear this side apart. This side's not nearly as bad as the other. I don't know. Does that make it easier to see or harder to see? But anyways, it's in here. We're gonna tear this side apart. We want to get this thing done this afternoon. We might actually try to get the door figured out on this thing so we can get this out of here. So that way we can actually go over and get our planter and start working on that thing. 'Cause we got a bunch of parts to put on it. We got a bunch of parts to put on it, and we got a month to go. So if we're lucky, we can knock that thing out the next 3 or 4 days and see where we end up. So
That's the biggest one.
all right, so Mark and I got this piece out here, which is sweet. That was easy. I think it came out actually easier than the other side, which that was, I thought, easy, but I forgot about one of the lines and snapped off a fitting. So Jeremy's gonna pick that up on his way back from lunch, and we got 2 new lines for this, so we don't have to worry about that. All right, so we got the new bushings put in this here. You can see, nice and brand new. Oh yeah. All right, so the issue we're having is that this plate right here, this plate is sprung out towards that direction, and it creates a gap. So our hole doesn't completely line up quite right. I don't know how well you'll be able to tell, but so we got to take and push on this plate here with the forklift, or we're gonna use the skid steer now because it's got a little bit more push. But I'll push the plate in so it'll start bending, and then when I drive these in, it gives a little bit more push. Trying to make a YouTube video. All right, so if you guys have been wondering why this truck's still been in here, it's because the window still doesn't close all the way. the air valve in, it's all screwed up and it hits up in here. So right now, I mean, you can't really see anything, can you? All right, so anyways, it hits up in here and it won't allow it shut. So I'm gonna pull this bolt out, this bolt, some on the other side, see if it actually fixes anything or if it's just junk. So well, something's gonna happen, but we'll find out that, or I don't know, we might put a new door on the truck. I don't know. All right, so we got it figured out. It's just how it sits up. There's a groove. There's a groove kind of like this here, cut into up here. That's perpendicular. I gotta figure out how to use this camera thing. You know, rookie moves here. So, anyways, there's a groove cut into it, and it didn't sit flush against it. So, if that's a good description, I don't know. But anyways. It closes, it clears, everything works, so it just needs to be put in the right way, I guess. Maybe we're trying to do it the wrong way. I don't know. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Those are always appreciated. So yeah, if you like seeing us tear apart stuff and then struggle to put it back together, this is the place to do it. Just don't forget to subscribe. So it helps you realize that you're not the only one struggling with everyday tasks that are super simple. I think Jeremy and I can vouch for 90% of the stuff we do, we struggle with.
100%.
Either, 100%. But anyways, so that's what, if you like it, subscribe. Don't forget to like it. So.